Your Words Destroyed My Planet, the stream series. A Setlist, Chapter 6.
Never let it be said that you're not one to appreciate an occasion, that you're not one to make an effort. When you see people for the first time in a long time, you know how to make something special happen. So you sing your little song about how all you want, most of all, is an alien for Christmas. And don't you know it? One appears. Solix stares at you as you sing, only to start angrily chasing you. You sprint around a large snowdrift, as much as you can in a thick snowsuit, that is, as your phone continues to serenade you.
You are such an asshole! You know I have to tell people about these songs when I wake up?
Solix shouts at you, and then decides to give up the whole running thing, only to fly and land by you. I think that just makes me want to do this more, you cackle. Solix shakes his head at you, and then looks around in the dark curiously. We're on an island near the North Pole. Svalbard, if you want to be exact about it. Also, it's nearly Christmas, so I even wore the hat for you, you say, pointing at the Santa hat on top of the rest of your snow clothes.
You're making everyone paranoid, and for some reason, I feel like I don't have long. You need ice from here. I don't think it needs to stay ice, but you need ice. Let me tell you what happened to your family,
Solix says, and that has your attention right away.
You've been trying not to think about it. No one knows what's going to happen to their family. You're not special. The only thing is that time is going so fast. It's 2025 now. Your son will be a teenager in literal days. How can that be possible?
You remembered, you exclaim in delight and relief all at once.
Yeah, last time when I tried to write myself a note, I melted it into my wall with my powers. My Dave had to drag me out of my room asleep because stuff caught fire,
Solix says, throwing his arms up as if that's your fault and he's annoyed at you. I'm sorry, but tell me, please, you say, but your alien friend looks unsure, so you go on. I want to know.
All right. You don't make it. You don't get on a ship. I don't know why. I don't know if it's for this stuff or if it's something else, but you don't leave,
Solix says. Oh, well, that's something. You're not looking forward to finding out how and why that happens. And everyone else? You ask.
Your wife and kids get on a ship and escape. Your wife dies in 2066. I think it was from...
Solix's expression goes a little blank, and he waves one hand in the air. You do a little mental math. That puts Jess in her 80s by then. Died of old age, you guess.
Of old age? Is that how you say that?
Solix frowns. You've never really thought about how that's said before. Sure, old age. You nod. That's pretty good, all things considered, right?
You have 2 kids. When he's 30, your son goes to an Alternian ship. With trolls. He was helping our ships with nuclear reactors. That's really important for us. Engineers like him are the best,
Solix says passionately. Far be it from you to judge, but he seems a little weirdly into what powers a ship and the engineering behind it. But then again, you've already worked out that this guy's a nerd, so whatever.
He dated trolls when he was there. A guy, at least. Maybe others. He died in 2069. He got sick one week and had surgery for it and died on the table. Hal said it was painless, but I'm sorry,
Solix says quietly.
That makes him 57. The kind of age that sounds ancient when you're a kid, but makes your heart hurt to think about now.
Did he have any kids? You wonder. Not that it's important, not that it's the only way your life has meaning. You want to know, that's all.
No, but he did important work. Really important, heroic shit.
Solix smiles. That's my boy. He's smart like that. What about Sophia? She's so good with people, so good with words. She knows 3 languages already, and she's 11. You tell him, even if you wish that you and everyone else hadn't started talking about people in a way that justifies them a place on a ship off of Earth.
Solix hesitates, and you watch as he seems to make up his mind about what to say. I looked into her with Hal. She worked as a translator, but she ended up freelance because she kept getting fired, missing work and acting weird. She had a few doctor's appointments because people thought she needed it, but I think she was...
Solix begins. Like me. She's like me. You groan. This does run in your family after all.
Like us, I think. And her son Dave, and her grandson Dave, my Dave.
Solix tells you. You know what? Sometimes this messes with your work and your life, but that doesn't mean that you're not doing well. It just means that you're different. I know she'd be good with this. She's smart and good with people, and so if that includes spirits and ghosts, then I'm sure she's great. I should probably start explaining all of this to her soon if she's heading that way. You muse.
Your kids know some things about what you can do and see, but you keep the details light. It made sense to do when they were little. Kids have big mouths, after all, but a full lesson is probably due. Sophia has 2 kids. I don't know who with. There's no one but her on the records for them. Her older one is Dave. Her younger one is Dirk, but we're calling him Bro. Dave is a balancer like us, and he's, an astronaut.
Solix goes on. Aren't you all astronauts, technically? You point out.
No, most people live on the ships and never leave. We're always moving. But people like Dave leave the ship, go to planets, things like that.
Solix explains. Oh, wow, that sounds cool as shit. I wish I could have met him. You say in awe.
You feel the familiar tingle behind you of the veil between this world and the next shifting. When you turn to look, you see the faint outline of your mother, glowing against the dark sky and the ring of snow illuminated by your lantern.
He was just telling me about my cool astronaut grandson, you explain for her.
Yeah, about that. You said you wanted to meet him. You do. You end up being his ghost, like she is for you.
Solix says, pointing at your mom. Right, because you'll be dead. But still, life doesn't end at death. It's comforting, in a way, that you'll be able to help your grandson and get to know him. In fact, if you're around him, you'll probably see the rest of your family too.
Don't get excited. He dies when he's 20. His shuttle fails. He saves people on it, but dies doing it.
Solix tells you. Your heart sinks in your chest, and your mother rests her hand on your shoulder. You feel her approval at your grandson's heroism, but a quiet sadness for a life lost so young. Fuck, poor Sophia. Losing a kid is about the worst thing I can imagine, but 20 is so young. You say quietly, only able to imagine a shadow of the heartbreak your poor little girl has in store for her.
That's the same year that your wife dies, both of them in 6 months. Sophia makes it another 3 months, but it was her heart.
Solix tells you, ever so gently. Grief can do that. It can sweep through groups of people and... Wait, what about her other son, the younger one? You're telling me his grandmother dies, his brother and his mother, in 9 months? How old was he? You gasp.
Bro was 16.
Solix says flatly. Oh my god. You whisper in horror. Don't feel bad for him. That asshole has 5 kids, including my Dave, and abuses all of them. He's homophobic and doesn't like trolls either. He experimented on Dave. He shocked him, beat the shit out of him, and tortured him. Not just him either. Loads of innocent people. He gets executed for what he did, and then he haunts my Dave and keeps hurting him even when he's dead. Solix snarls. Your mother shakes your shoulder and points at Solix, so you translate what he said for her.
Your mother stares at you wide-eyed, then looks at Solix. He's a monster. Solix goes from standing there livid about your grandson to abruptly not being there at all. Your mother stands still for a moment, watching the space where your alien buddy was. Silently, she turns back to face you and kneels down in front of where you're sitting. She draws a little rectangle in the air, and you know that she wants your phone. She can't use it, but she can have you write things down for her. You take your phone out and wait. She leans forward, her hand sliding around the back of your neck and her forehead resting against yours. You feel her feelings and intentions more than anything. Actual words aren't really involved. She's angry about what she's heard, but she's deeply sad as well. She wants you to know that she loves you, that it will be okay. Your mother stands up, glowing white in the Arctic night as she looks down on you. With one step backwards, she fades from view, and somehow you know that she's gone and she's not coming back. Looking down at your phone, you see 4 dates and 4 locations. That's what she left you with. You think that you need to get some ice in your thermos and go home to see your family.